I am the motographer, photographer, a long distance motorcyclist, and an entrepreneur. And I'm trying to build an exciting living and working space bringing together my love for motorcycling, gadgets, and technology. A place unlike no other in India. This is the Motovilla.
So guys, welcome to another episode of Building of the Motovilla. So in case you don't know what the Motovilla is, you can have a look at one of the many links in the description. Now this episode is one of the most important because it deals with lights. And being a photographer myself, I know that how important lights are if you want to create any image or even this video. And when you are creating a space, which is a very important thing like working space or living space, light plays a very important part. In fact, I think there is nothing more important than light, which helps you create that atmosphere, which decides your mood, which decides your productivity and many other things. Now, lights in this context are mainly RGB lights that I'm talking about. And here, as you see behind me, is the world's fastest bike, the Ninja H2, and there is a slight green glow that you might be privy to right now. But that glow is actually coming from a very simple ring light which I got off Amazon for a few $100. So that is the kind of difference that lighting can actually make to a video and to the whole place, obviously. So this room here is probably going to have the maximum amount of RGB lighting, which is coming out of custom desktop build, or probably things hanging off from the ceiling, or even these real motorcycles, because this is actually on the ground floor in the 3-floor Motovilla. So even these motorcycles, their character can be further accentuated by lighting. For example, green is for Kawasaki. And I'll also have a lot of these guys, pop culture collectibles and stuff like that. I've got a lot of scale models. So when everything comes together, lighting is what is going to give it the main character. Now talking about the agenda for this particular episode is that I set out to discover which company can give me or which company provides a lighting solution which is also smart and which does not break the bank. And there were a lot of companies, essentially if you are shopping from India, right now, like I am, you will get a lot of Chinese options. You'll get some options like Philips. Now Philips is extremely expensive. So if I am planning to do up like 4 or 5 rooms and I need around, let's say 100 to 150 meters of strip lighting, it's going to be really expensive. I mean, yeah, if you got the money, sure, go for it. Now, of course, there are other options which will give you, let's say, 10 meters in, I think, $400 or something insane like that. Now, I found something which is very, how should I say, it was affordable, yet I thought that going by the reviews and the kind of way they were projecting themselves, quality, I think that they did not compromise on quality. Of course, that only I can tell you after I've installed and used those lights. Now, I went with a company called Homemate. So this company, Homemate, is actually based out of India. And in fact, it's based out of Delhi NCR, where we are also based. And that helped connect us better. I spoke to them and I made them understand that this is the kind of thing that I wanted. And of course, I had done my research online, all the reviews and stuff like that, what kind of products they had. So I'm happy to say that today, finally, that package has come and I will be showing you what is there inside the package, how many things I've chosen. Now, just to give you another example, so anything which kind of glows and is pop culture is my thing. For example, this lightsaber kind of a thing which is there, and of course this is a 31 inches Darth Vader here. So his lightsaber does not light up. So what I did is I bought this one and I will be sticking it right over here. So these kind of things, they actually slowly build your room, your man cave, whatever you out set to do. And without further ado, let's actually bring those boxes here. Alright, so now that we have the boxes here, as with all new things, I can't wait to open them. And I'm actually surprised that this thing is not much bigger than it is, because I have ordered quite a few things. Now let me quickly open these and let's skip to showing you the actual lights. So guys, this is it, and I mean, there are a lot of boxes, definitely, so you can imagine how many LEDs are going to go into the Motorola. And this is just the step one, because after this, of course, I have to figure out where the LED strips will go, where the smart bulb will go, where the smart plug will go. And the thing with the place here is there are a lot of downlights. So those downlights, basically, like probably the one which you can see here, is also Homemate has an option to replace those with RGB. So if you don't want them to be RGB, you can definitely just go for this normal yellow warm light look, or even the white light look. And they also say that this can be connected with the existing router, which when is connected to your phone on the same Wi-Fi network, you can easily control all the lights, all the different devices which are here with your phone. And that is something which is very interesting. All right, so now let's quickly open one of each, one by one. Very well packed. I should have used. Okay, so this is the smart plug. Now we have two versions here. This is the 16 ampere one for heavy duty electricals, and one is the 10 ampere one, which is right here. Now the first thing which you notice about any product is, of course, the packaging. Now the packaging, I like the packaging. I like their logo. I like the whole package design, because I'm a visual artist myself. But when you open the package, how does the product feel in your hands? This really feels solid, and I like how it also feels the surface. It's little textured, and it really does feel that it will last a decent amount of time. And next I'm going to open a smart bulb. Now bulbs, I don't have many places to put, but I am thinking of using these bulbs, which again, of course, they are smart bulbs, to basically change the mood where I have lamps, and they should really work well in those cases. Then we have the smart extension here. So there is a certain consistency, I think, in the devices, which is important, and it does look a well thought out of package, at least visually, and the way it feels. Of course, the real test of a product is how it will perform. Now going on to the next one, we have these smart downlights here, which again can change the whole atmosphere drastically. This light is the bigger diameter, the 15 watts one. Here is the LED driver along with the Wi-Fi module inside this. Then we have the smart LED strip. So there are again two versions, and since this is plug and play, so here is the LED driver, here is the adapter, and here is the strip light itself, which is quite neatly packed. So this is this has adhesive as well, so it should be easy to place it in a lot of places, like behind the projector screen, the TV, the monitors, and more. So these are the products that are actually there, the different variety, and this is just step one. So after step one, the next step would be to figure how to connect, how to group them, and connect with them with the app. So it's still a long way. The main thing which is there is to figure out where to place the lights, the right amount of light, the right angle, and of course with LED strips the main issue is that it should be diffuse lighting, because if you watch LEDs directly, it will look really harsh and bad. So now I think we should go to the first room that we are going to experiment this on, is called the Moto Lounge. So let's go over there. So guys, this is the Moto Lounge, and here behind me, as you can see, there is a largish kind of a screen. So, and if you notice, this is actually not a TV screen. This is essentially a projector, a laser projector, that is specifically the BenQ V6000. Now the first task that we're going to do is we're going to set up RGB lighting here behind the screen. So that is the first thing that I thought that we should do. Alright, so first thing that we have to do is, after installing the LED strip, is to download the Homemate app, and it's available on iOS and Android. So here I go. Alright, so I have downloaded the app, but we have to first switch on the light. So here we go. Now as you can see, beautiful glow behind the screen, and it's already started flashing, which means that I have to actually go to the app and I have to pair it up. Ready to pair. So confirm the light is blinking rapidly. Yes, it is. And of course now it says that you have to shift to 2.4 gigahertz. It's already there. Okay. 1 second. Okay. वो कट कर दूंगा मैं उससे. So confirm the light is blinking rapidly, which it is. So now, as you can see, it says that added smart LED strip, and now I'm going to edit the name. So because this is the Moto Lounge, I'm going to type Moto Lounge V6000. That's the projector name. So that's it. Now let's see. Now it's red, and of course let's check the brightness. So this is the 1% brightness, and this is 100%, and now I can also change the color. So now there is one more mode which actually says that it reacts to sounds. Now I have to check whether it reacts to sounds from the phone or from an external source. So let me actually go to app mode, and all right. Hello, mic check. So it is reacting to my sound, but it is sort of random. I mean, it's like you can't make sense of it. And obviously, because there are no LED bars or anything like that. And how beautiful is this looking right now? Just have a look. Pretty amazing. So this is the first successful setup which is done with the Homemate smart LED strip, and this one that we use is obviously the 10 meters one. So we just required one 10-meter LED strip, and that is pretty cool, I should say. So what other things that we need to actually do here is that we need to give lighting here inside this particular cabinet, and this one as well. And then I'm also thinking that we can probably do light strips on the ceiling, so that would also really change the mood. And now basically sky is the limit. Whatever you want to do, you can do here. So let's get on to that now.
In 2002, I found xbhp.com, which became India's most popular motorcycling platform and community, and then a print magazine as well. Since 2006, I have been riding around the world on choicest of bikes and sometimes cars too. Along the way, I picked up the bug for collecting stuff after the end of every ride that I did. This led to the building of XBHP headquarters, which also showcased my collection. And eventually, the place itself became quite interesting, with a lot of people coming to visit and shoot it, even though it was a very small place. But as we know, places become big with the ideas they give birth to. Finally, in 2021, we decided to try and build a space which would not only serve as the XBHP headquarters, but also it will be an experience and space unlike anything else in India so far. A man cave, a living space, a working space, a gaming space, showcase of our collection, and integrating some of the best gadgets and lots more. And we call this the Moto Villa.